You guys have to learn to speak in English. English communication is a challenge today. I don't put down people who don't know English. English is a foreign language. What happens? It's an essential language today, isn't it? If India is doing so well globally, it's only because we guys know English very well. Right or wrong?
Right, ma'am.
Can we have some more volume?
Yes, ma'am.
Didn't have breakfast in the morning? Yes. Girls, come on! Women's International Day. What is this? If this is going to be the response, I will finish my speech fast and I'll go and sit quietly like you guys. I want interaction. I want a lot of response from you. I'm not here to come and keep speaking, yakking until I see few faces falling asleep. Morning you will be cheerful, I thought, and that's the reason I said morning I will come and speak. If you're going to sleep like this, and no point having pretty faces and handsome faces. Handsomeness and prettiness is what comes from within. So I'm going to expect a lot of questions. And if you don't ask questions, you know what is worse than not asking questions? What is worse than not asking questions? I mean, what is, I think I put the question wrong. What is worse than asking a stupid question? Not asking questions. So you all know it, right? So I'm going to expect a lot of questions. Yes, here we go. We all like stories, don't we? We all like stories. Especially other stories. Right? Alright. Now, why do you all want to become, how many of you want to become entrepreneurs? Put up your hands. Don't be scared. I'm not going to ask you questions on what you're planning to become an entrepreneur as. Put up your hands. People who want to become entrepreneurs, people who want to become business people, put up your hands. Only 6 of you. Then what is the rest doing here in this hall today? Huh? Whiling away the time. Class illama, engayadu kondu okkara vecha podum. Alle, class vanda, endengi nammal oru koodi irunnitte ingane arengilu samsarichondirunna ingane nokkikondirikka. Adondu avide nokkine? No. You guys are here to explore possibility of becoming entrepreneurs. At least that's what I thought. And I have one meager 6 or 7 hands going up. Pathetic. What is stopping you all from thinking on becoming entrepreneurs? And why the hell are you doing MBA? To make your parents feel that you have an MBA degree? Huh? Don't talk among yourselves. Talk to me. People who are talking there, what do you think? Why did you want to do MBA? One answer from either side. As faculty, you're all very lucky that you can go and communicate like you would with your friend, isn't it? So with me also, feel free. Today, if I have come here, it should be an investment of time, and I don't want expenditure of my time. Please understand, I'm not trying to project that I'm extremely busy. Yes, I have other things to do also than coming and talking here. But why did I choose this? If I'm going to drive home a couple of points and I'm going to get 2 people to think about entrepreneurship and 3 budding or 4 budding entrepreneurs who become business people tomorrow, then I think it's an investment of my time today here. Okay, so you guys have to think about entrepreneurship. Not the stereotypical doing engineering and going into IT, then I'll make 40,000, then from that 40,000, this much I'll make, then it'll, this much will go, then I'll marry a person who's earning this much. Life doesn't go that way. How boring life can be. Have you all thought about that kind of life being so boring? Correct? Yes. Don't chase money. Chase a passion. Money will follow. Money is incidental. I will give you a brief of my life. If that will take you to the journey of what entrepreneurship can do to you and how much of yourself you know. There's so much built in us that we don't know. We don't explore ourselves. We always think we are lesser human beings. Oh, entrepreneurship, me, Yo, how can I do that? I don't have crores of money, I don't have lakhs of money. That's how we think, right? Right? How many of you are scared of entrepreneurship because of money? Hey, what is this? Come on. How many of you are scared of becoming business people because you don't have money? ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് മനസ്സിലാവുന്നുണ്ടോ? പിന്നെ എന്തുകൊണ്ടാ കയ്യെ പൊക്കാത്തത്? ആർക്കും പേടിയില്ല? അയ്യോ. So when I asked how many of you want to become entrepreneurs, ഒരു മറുപടിയില്ല. ഇല്ല, നല്ല വെട്ടി വിഴുങ്ങിട്ടാ വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന കാലത്ത് ഓർക്കം വരുന്നുണ്ടോ? Ishwara, what is happening here? Anyway, I'm going to yak and go. Choice is yours. Okay? And see, when I started off, I was in college. I wanted to become an IPS officer. I never wanted to, but he was posted. I had to travel with him. Okay, then what happens next? I had my daughter, first daughter. And then, again we travel. Then I got my second daughter. Then what next? Then it's difficult when you're married into a family where the mother-in-law doesn't like you. Whether she likes you during the wedding itself, it's difficult to live. She doesn't like you as a daughter-in-law before wedding itself, it's worse. So I started getting the ill treatment, and then I was burnt alive 40% when I delivered my second child. The other tortures were there already, but when I delivered my second daughter, I was burnt 40%. Now what next? I was in Apollo hospital for 1.5 months, and then this man said, I don't want to live with you, I want to marry again because you're ugly looking. I said, okay. I didn't have a choice because I didn't know the world. I was just married and I was his wife. That's all I knew. I didn't know the world. What I wanted to do, my parents did not allow me to do. One thing I wanted to do, they were in a tearing hurry to get me married. There they should have stopped actually. I don't want to blame them. It's just the God's design and wiring. That's how I take life, because I basically am a person who's very positive in life. So I tried telling him, you marry, it's okay, but I will also be here, because I was very scared. I have 2 children and I was all of 26 when all this was happening. 26 is the age when girls start getting married or boys start getting married, right? For me, my life ended then. Why I'm telling you this point is not a sob story. I don't want you guys to think about life now itself, partners now itself, wedding now itself. It's life. There's time, all your life you're going to do that only. So concentrate on what you want to become, how you want to build your family, how you want to build your personality, how you want to reach where you want to reach as a person. And strong connections, that's the name of the game. School, very ordinary school they were going to initially. And subsequently, I said, no, if you are going to get this company up, then we need to take it to the corporate segment. So I said, let us go into corporate segment because housekeeping is catching up in a big way with the corporates. So he said, okay, I leave it to you, because that boy for whom this was started stopped to smell the roses on the way. He had his own agenda. He went into pickle business, this business, that business. So that company was just left like that, and there were about 20 people, masons, carpenters and all that, ranging for a livelihood. So I said, okay, let's go into corporate segment, and I took it to corporate segment. My first challenge was to get my first order for housekeeping. I started off with housekeeping, and I clinched one major order, and it's the Petro Products company. They gave it to me because housekeeping, they think, women means you can do housekeeping. Because, sweeping, mopping, cleaning, toilets and all that. I don't understand how they could think only like that. But anyway, that had worked to my advantage, and I got that order. When I got that order, subsequent companies, all the companies in the neighboring area came to know that there is a new company which has come up with professional cleaning and professional way of handling our facility and keeping it really spick and span, and that they are all in uniform, so it will also add to the color of our company and the brand of the company when you have visitors and foreign visitors and all that. Then that started growing, and we started getting orders, and then I told him, see, I told you when you take it to the corporate segment. He said, see, this is going to be your baby. I'm a surgeon. I've got work to do. My wife is a gynecologist. We are not going to get into all these things. But all said and done, he was a founder of the company. Then I told him, one fine day I came and sat with him, and I said, see, I have this idea. whenever I go to sell housekeeping, I also see a lot of security guards standing outside. You know, they were something closer to at least what I was thinking. I wanted to become a police. This is at least closer to cozy policing, right? Security guards are. How many of you have seen the security guard? How many of you have even noticed him standing there? Now onwards you'll start noticing, right? Because one lady from that industry is coming. Anyway, so he said, I don't know, I leave it to you, I don't know how you're going to start it. I got a Lieutenant Colonel to help me. I got hold of one Lieutenant Colonel Jay Chandran. I said, I want you to tell me what are all the requirements, basic requirements to start a security company. So then he told me uniform, salute, this, that, this. I said, okay, can we kick-start it? He said, yes, we can kick-start it. And mind you, I was in a salary by then, I had a Kinetic Honda, and I was on a salary of about 13,500, very comfortable. And my sales incentives were 10% on the billing value. I told this founder of mine that I do not want to draw it, I want to put it back into the company and someday want to become a shareholder, you know. Not in such technical terms, because later on I learned all these jargons, and I said, no, maybe I will become a partner kind of a thing, and so I don't want to take the incentives. And then the rest is history, like they say. The security services started, and then we had employees there, and you know, men in that industry, in a labor intensive industry, they will not like to report to a lady, right? So I had that problems as well, big challenge that I faced. And another thing I wanted to do is, I wanted to know what exactly these people do in the gate. So I went and sat and did assistant security officer's duty in one big factory. And there were only men in that factory. Not one lady that I can even go and sit in the canteen and eat with her, you know. And they will ridicule me, you know. They'll give her, as you're walking, the head will be this side, the body will be this side, and they'll be looking, what is this woman doing in the gate? That is the ridiculing levels that I went through, but I was extremely passionate about what I was doing, and I said, I will put my heart and soul into whatever I do. Therefore, if you don't know your product, people can take you for a solid ride. Somebody will come and say, I am an expert in this, you are not doing this properly, you are not doing that properly. One Lieutenant Colonel or somebody will say, oh, you know this. For me, luckily, I had the defense background as well. So I exactly know how to salute, how uniforms are given, how you are supposed to wear it, how you are supposed to wear your stripes, who's given colors, all those things I knew, luckily for me. A little bit of everything. And then I knew Hindi because I was traveling with this man. All I learned out of the wedding is Hindi and learning about what defense people do, because we live in the bases, in naval bases. From the balcony you can see when the flag is being brought down, flag is being taken up, and then rifle parade, everything you can see, even including a cell where people are put in, punished, you know, sailors and others, when they have an altercation, when they have punishments, the cell, everything. But I guess God had given me the power of observation as well, otherwise you can't. Supposing you had just, you know, changing curtains and throwing parties, this would not have registered. I think the God's wiring and God's design was in place, and He made me observe all these things, that future it became of use to me. You know, it was of great use to me, all those observations that I had done. Then subsequently we started getting a lot of orders in security services, and there were advantages and disadvantages of being a woman. Sometimes they'll call me just to see how I look when I ask for orders. And then, you know, one 6-footer walking and say, "Illengle, ipada sign panno, renew panni. Nanga un petition kodunga vechikrom adukapurama tharom." You know, that kind of reaction. Sometimes they say, "Oh my God, a lady is doing this much of work and she's in this industry. Come on, I think we should try her company." And maybe, because variety of people we deal with, right, in life. All of us are not the same. We deal with variety of. Only thing is, you need to know how to juggle, how to balance it in life. And now today we have the armed guards, we have cash in transit vans, and I have started the other vertical, which is outsourcing, where people want only payroll processing and maintaining the people in your roles. Now tell me, all this, how much investment do you think it needs? Nothing. Your source is only your brain and your physical ability to go out and work hard, whether it is shining or raining, your willingness to go, pull up your socks and get the orders in place. In this industry, one advantage is that the initial few months you need to have, 6 months at least, you need to have cash flow, for which banks give you the OD facility against a property, or today entrepreneur developmental programs are so many that you can start off with just 1 lakh. My kind of business I'm saying. Why not? When you finish this, why not you think of it? If you're doing 10 companies or 10 buildings, does it hurt? You know how much money you will make out of that? No clue. No heavy investments, no capital investments. You don't have to think about, oh my God, now how am I going to start? Another thing, mistakes that we make when we think of entrepreneurship is, what mistakes do we make? Okay, what comes first to your mind when you think of entrepreneurship? I'm going to start a business. அப்படின்னு நினைக்கும்போது என்ன first மனசுல வருது?
Which type of business?
One by one, get up and tell me. I want to see the faces and names. And don't bother about what your neighbor is thinking. If he is not going to allow you to ask the question and is going to stay quiet, he is the idiot, not you. So please get up and ask whatever you want. What do you think? Okay, what's your name? Black shirt.
Shine.
And all we'll all be standing like statues, right? No, I'm just gently saying, if a hale and hearty person is falling off his chair slowly, that means something major, right? Either he is hypoglycemic, or he's got a cardiac problem, or he's got some serious ailment. So our brain does not work in a lightning speed. I'm not talking about your age group. You know, you've got a long way to go, but prepare yourself for that. Now, what we gently do is, all of us are stunned and you're all giving one shocked expression, waiting for somebody above us, somebody grown up above us to run and come and see what's happening. Right? No. So that is where he said, you are a bold person, you are a survivor. You have gone through so much and you are fighting life. So you should be the person in the company to say, what next? So when he passed away and I got the information from the second daughter, I was the only one in the same frame of mind to think, what next? I called another corporate hospital and they opened his will. He had written a will. He always tells me, every time you fly, even yesterday I wrote my will because I was flying. He was the one who taught me, get practical, don't get very sensitive and touchy and sentimental when you talk about the will. If you have one hairpin also, write a will because you are 2 girls. They'll fight for the hairpin. So write everything in the will. Every day when you add an asset, every day when you buy a sari, write a will. When you're traveling, mainly. Now that is ridiculous to write every day. What I'm saying is, when you're traveling, write a will. That's what he had said. So yesterday I wrote a will. He had written a will in which he had mentioned Srividya's incentive of about so much money is in the company. The family has to settle her the money or make her 1/3 shareholder and she has to run the company. But major decisions will be taken by my eldest daughter, Saraswati Padmanabhan, who is from Bix Pilani, and my son-in-law. This is what the will said. Now they didn't want to be a part of this because she was working for Chase Manhattan Bank and the son-in-law was in. So they all said, Auntie, we are all not interested in this watchman business and all that. We want to bring the shutters down. I got a heart attack. I said, I put my blood and sweat into this place. I've compromised on my children's quality time that I should be giving them to bring this company this far. And how coolly you guys are saying that we'll bring the shutters down. Do you have any clue? You're going to beat 3,000, 2,000 people. I think that time when he passed away, we only had about 1,800. 1,800, 1,200, I'm not very sure. 1,000 plus. I said, you're going to beat them below the belt. Why do you do that? No, we'll sell this company to Group 4 and we'll make money and we'll go. So they went and called Group 4 and they said, buy us out and all that. By then we were a very well-known brand, So Group 4 came and they offered peanuts because they know it's distress sale. So they offered peanuts and then they said, this lady has to sign 5 years contract with us and she has to work with us because she is the face to the company. I said, excuse me, I'm not Draupadi, you cannot pawn me and have your money. Okay, you want to sell, you sell it on your strength, don't pawn me and say, no, anyway, auntie, you need a job. See how money changes people, that's what I'm saying. Till then, they were very concerned because the company is doing extremely well and all that. Once the father passes away, then auntie becomes an alien. Auntie is somebody else. No auntie, see, but you know what, anyway you have to work to bring the children up. Why don't you work for Group 4 only? How smart, see. And that man's sister also. He was a very good human being. I have nothing, and he must be watching from somewhere and he knows that I hold him in great regard. Then finally when they knew what Group 4 was offering and they had about the OD of 25 lakhs, that given, they were left with nothing. So immediately they called me and said, let's go on a holiday to Aircard and all, let us all mourn Ravi's death together. Where suddenly they are suddenly starting to mourn and they want me to be a part of the mourning. Anyway, I went there. And right enough, they were mollycoddling me, They said, I see group 4 is set, there is and all that. And then, why don't you buy us out? I said, where do I have that kind of money? I only have that incentive money which is locked up in the company. And it is the cash flow. You cannot just let that, pull out 30 lakhs. So then I said, I'll buy you out, but in 3 years' time. I will live on a salary, I'll take all the profits and I'll pay you all, and within 3 years I'll buy you out. And in 2003, I bought them out. Within 2 years, I bought them out for the same price that they quoted. But it was real hard paddling underwater I had to do, because it was Doc's family and I didn't want to cheat them, because he is the one who was my mentor, who had shown me this direction. All said and done. I had worked on it. That's a different issue. But even to show that not like this, he was there. And my gratitude and my value systems are very strong. Therefore I said, okay, I'll pay you. In 2 years I paid them out. But you know what they did? They had given their property as collateral for OD facility. The last check I hand over, and I sign the agreement, the bond paper we exchange. Without even telling me, they go and take off their papers from the bank, showing these papers saying that we have no relationship with RSPL anymore. She is running it on her own, and therefore you take her property and our property. Suddenly I am going to the bank and they are saying, no, this month you can't give wages, we have frozen your account because no property for collateral. Can you imagine? Crisis after crisis. Now why I am saying all this is not to beat my drums. When you are thinking of entrepreneurship, it is extremely difficult, but it is extremely challenging and interesting. It keeps your adrenaline flowing, in a positive sense. Otherwise, evening, you'll come back, you'll be twiddling your thumb, you'll be tired, you'll be yelling and, you'll be talking, oh my God, what company is this? They are really sapping me out by evening and all that. And then the husband will come, oh, I also worked, okay, you are not the only one working, then you'll have a fight. I mean, I'm not saying that everybody who's working is fighting. I'm saying your options are plenty. Today, I am my own boss. But, let me tell you, the responsibility that I have on my head is about 100-fold more than an employee would have. But the pride that I carry on my head today, nothing else can give me that kind of pride, that I've made it. And guess what? This man is retired and sitting at home, divorced his second wife also. I think divorce is his full-time business. Anyway, then he said, let us give a normal home to our children, where my second daughter is getting married on June 3rd. My first daughter is married and I have a grandchild. He wants to give a natural home to his children now. That is what is the world. People like to associate themselves with prosperity. When I bought my first car itself, this happened. He started coming and communicating with me. Now, what I'm trying to say here is, instead of working for somebody, which is as hard as working for yourself, work for yourself. This country needs more entrepreneurs. This country does not need employees. Whatever is your passion, like Jennifer said, that is for instance. My own industry, if anybody is willing to start here, Coimbatore is now expanding. Tidal has come. There are so many hotels coming. There are so many commercial buildings coming. There is Fun Cinemas. I am doing the security. Don't tell me tomorrow, man. Last time you told me you are doing Fun Cinema security. I saw your security guard sleeping in the night. Okay, that is a part of the business. I can't help it. So, what I am trying to say is, if there is a building, there is business way. In this business that I am doing, and it does not need any capital investment, manpower intensive. The challenge is now in manpower. Today, retaining manpower has become extremely difficult. What I have done is, God keeps giving people who think of others also, is my philosophy in life. My children have told me categorically, don't save up anything, don't build bungalows, don't, amass wealth and leave it back for us. You have given us education, we know how to live on our own 2 strong feet. So don't save up anything. That gave me mental freedom. So what I have done is, all my boys who have worked for me more than 3 years, their children are being educated by my company today. Because I don't want a security guard, thank you. I don't want a guard's son to be a guard. I don't want a cleaner's son to be a cleaner or a daughter to be a cleaner. In fact, I am concentrating more on educating the girl children of mine. And it so happened that one of my assistant security officers was with me for 15 years. His daughter graduated from an engineering college. I got the admission for her without capitation through my contacts in Chennai. And she is working in an IT company where he is the assistant security officer outside. I asked him, do you want to get a transfer because your daughter is working inside? Both the daughter and father said, no, we want to work in the same company. We don't have any inhibition about working like this, because this is a company who's fed our family and we would like to be loyal, and this is a moment of pride. Father takes the decisions in most. My house, father used to take the decisions, but my mother used to get consulted. So there you are almost acting like a CEO. Yeah, final decision. The father will be given the permission to say yes in some of the houses. Because the children should not think the mother is dominant. So the father and mother will, quietly discuss, and then the father will take that last shot and say, yes, we are going ahead with this program or this plan or whatever. So there again, your leadership skills are exhibited. We are natural managers. Women are natural managers. I'm not saying men are not. If you notice, even in terms of, if a woman passes away, the widower does not live for very long. How many of you agree with this? If the wife passes away, the husband does not live for very long if he is old. If he is young, he does not remain single for very long. Correct? No, I'm asking the faculty. Say, my friend is doing this, therefore I want to do this. My friend is going tomorrow to Infosys for interview, I will also follow suit. No. I don't think, that's also a way of life, I'm not saying no. But why? Why are we thinking of ourselves so low? We need to think of ourselves very high. Only then you're going to make success in life. Am I too boring? The third person on the right? Yeah. ഓരടിക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ഉറങ്ങി താഴെ വീഴുന്നല്ലോ. ഉറങ്ങിയില്ലേ ഇന്നലെ? അടിപൊളിയായിരുന്നോ ഫ്രണ്ട്സിൻ്റെ ഒപ്പം? ശരി, MBA പഠിക്കുമ്പോൾ അടിപൊളിയൊക്കെ ആയിക്കഴിഞ്ഞാലേ ശരിയാവില്ല. Anyway, coming back to what I was speaking. So to recap the whole thing, think out of the box, become an entrepreneur, be very cautious with your finance. When you become an entrepreneur, when you start seeing the color of the money, pass on to society. It's payback time when you make big in your business. And always share your knowledge with others. You will not lose anything. That little spice is there in you that others don't have. And a true leader is a person who does not feel insecure about teaching anything to others and delegating him to do. Today I have just left my entire team to do what they are doing. Today the salaries are getting uploaded. A few crores of salary. If I am insecure and say, no, I will only do all the uploading, I will not give it to anybody, you think the company will grow? And I am not going to live forever. Supposing something happens to me, the company should run. That should be the way that we should. Because a company has got larger units, larger families, larger lives dependent on it than one person, right? So that is how you must start thinking. And start thinking today. Have a 5-year plan. From 5 years from now, this is what I will be. Even if it is getting married and settling down. Have a plan. Without plan, you cannot succeed in life. So with these few words, I leave the for question and answers. If you don't ask me questions, I will go back with the impression that dumb children, these children are accepting Jennifer and that black shirt. What's your name?
Shy.
Shy. Only two nice, two intelligent kids are here. No, but you can ask me, what do we care what you think of us? You can ask that, but I'm just saying. Question answers? Please tell me if you are running out of time. Okay, I'll stop, no issues. I want them to ask questions, because there's no point in people coming and giving you lectures. We want to know what you want to know from us. Faculty is asking questions. You guys don't ask questions. Shame. I think increase the mic volume, please. Keep it closer. Yeah.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
To convey my Women's Day celebration, Happy Women's Day.
Thank you so much.
And, ma'am, so should I? Ma'am, your speech is so emotional, ma'am, and so interesting, so motivational. Thank you for that. Ma'am, I have one question, ma'am. You said about women empowerment. Okay. In this world, in India, I'm talking about in India, in this environment, in this scenario, woman empowerment is work out or not, ma'am? That is my question. No, fulfill, they can,
What's your name?
my name is Nandini.
We will start communicating over mail on these things because there will be others who will be wanting to question. Sorry, I'm cutting you short because this is a topic by itself, what you have started. You know, it's like opening a Pandora's box. So we cannot one-to-one have a session when so many people are seated here, and the time also, paucity of time is also there, right? So let's allow others to ask
Final
questions.
question. Ma'am, is MPA relevant for starting a business? MPA relevant nowadays because
Yeah, it will help you enhance your knowledge that you have. My MBA has helped me quite a bit in the sense that, you know, I was zero in finance. I used to get, even math, I was very bad. You know, one of my friends who's an MIT graduate is sitting in New Jersey doing nothing and rearing children. Whereas I used to get all reds, very colorful rank report I used to get when I was in +2 and +1 and all that. And I have become an entrepreneur today. So we keep thinking, you know, my MBA, for instance, has helped me a lot, especially the finance paper that I did and management principles, HR. All these three have helped me a lot. And the fastest growth is finance and sales and marketing in any organization, even if you join an organization. A salesperson goes to become a CEO or a finance person becomes a CEO. Correct? Have you all noticed that? See, when you read about somebody, go into their background. Today you have all the details on your fingertips. Google and you have the entire history of everybody. Get little more curious, little more exploratory in your mind about how did this person make it like this? At what age did he start off? Or what age did she start off? What is the new business available? What are the new business ideas available? What are the developmental institutions available for us to exploit? That is how your time should be. I know you're youngsters. Give yourself time to go with friends for movies and stuff. But be focused. You've come to MBA now, you're going to be finishing. It's going to be a future. You've got to kick like some political party in our country. I told them very categorically, only merit and hard work can get the next CEO or managing director in the seat. Not my daughters. If they want to work, they have to start from scratch. And my younger daughter is starting to work with me from scratch. She goes on wireless sometimes in the evening. So it depends on what you want to, what you project of yourself to yourself. If you look at the mirror in the morning and say, hey, how pretty I am, you know, I can go for a fashion period or something like that, that's all. You will be there only. Suppose in the morning you say, I think I can do so much in life. What the hell? Talk to yourself in the mirror. But do it in solitude, otherwise others will think you're, you know, something wrong with you. One screw loose or something like that. But everybody is strong. All women are strong. Sometimes hurdles come in the form of parents. For married women, it will come in the form of husbands. But I have a friend whose husband is extremely supportive of what she's doing. She's working from home and he is working in a company. She makes more money than him. But he's not having any complex about that. In fact, he's extremely proud when he tells me, he says, hey, you know what, Bhuvna's doing this and we are going to buy this property because they live in the US, of course, and she works out of home. So, not always that you tend to think that men don't like you coming up. It's not like that. It's majorly we think that, you know, if we say this, there will be objection. If we say this, you know, then there will be, mother-in-law will say this. First of all, learn to communicate properly, with clarity. Be articulate in your communication. Don't take off on a tangent and, you know, take off on a screechy voice and get argumentative and put your point down like that. No. Whatever you think, if you think it's sensible, speak in such terms that they understand that there is some sense in what you're speaking. But please be open-minded. When they say something, accept that also and probably think about it. I didn't have anybody to teach me all this. Otherwise, I would have probably not become single at all. I would have had a way of negotiating. But what I'm trying to say is, nobody is going to be an obstacle to you. It is going to be you yourself. Today, my parents are both 80 and they're very proud of what I'm doing. Every time there is a in the papers, every time I appear on channels, they're extremely happy. So I asked my dad, imagine if I was just with the harmonium, what would have happened to me? I could not have become Aruna Sairam. I mean, not everybody can be. So I was chasing my passion and see, I've done well for myself. He says, yeah, but you know, we had our own fears and all this. So it's all how you negotiate.
Mostly.
Why at the back everybody's bored? Huh? Did I bore you all? Boys, here are the students I'm talking about. Are you all very bored? Huh?
I got one question for me and my friends. Like as you told.
Why can't your friends ask that question? They're scared on the mic, is it? Huh?
Okay, so as you told, the security, I think you're very much observable, as you said earlier. Like, we used to see the security, but we had never thought like, okay, security guards in new job, new entry. So, this is at low capital. So, do you have any other idea, like which other business have the low cap, so we can do?
Housekeeping, facility management, facade cleaning. Just a person in Chennai started just the glass cleaning of all the glass buildings and he is minting money. Do you know a person, I don't know if you're, I'll give you the contact if he is not addressed your college. Whoever is the coordinator from the faculty side for speakers. There is this person, I forget his name, but we shared the same dais once. And he is supplying sanitary napkins for ₹1. Going and finding a life partner, that too as a teenager. It must have been infatuation. That's a wrong thing to do. No, when parents tell you don't do such things, we always think that they don't want us to do what we like. If they say no pizza, we think they're against us. That's what happened to me also. And okay, then finally when I put my foot down, they said, okay, you go ahead and get married. That's all. I hope you're not running out of time, and if somebody's keeping a tab, if this is over, then you please tell this is enough.
Ma'am, so you wanted to say that you were not that much passionate to become an IPS?
I was, but I had no choice. 17 and a half, how much can I
The
fight?
question is not that. Ma'am, you had a choice, and if your parents fulfilled your dreams,
My parents didn't have to fulfill my dreams.
Ma'am.
I had to fulfill my dreams. Before that, I went into a dream. And then this IPS dream became the secondary. That's what happened. Nobody stopped my dream. I could have negotiated if I had to be persistent on what I wanted. I started going in a different track. Yeah. You done?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And as we are celebrating International Women's Day, we ought to do that. I request all the whole audience to stand up with a standing ovation, with a round of applause, please, for the man, for the very strong and Indian personality. I need all the audience to stand up. Loud round of applause for the strong personality, Ms. G. Srividya, CMD RSPL Group of Companies. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you. Okay, thank you, ma'am. It was really motivational and inspiring one. And now, as token of love and gratitude, NCM family needs to present you a memento. I welcome Dr. Alex Rajesh, sir, to present the memento to our guest, Ms. G. Srividya, CMD RSPL Group of Companies. Thank you so much.
Take your leave. Thank you so much for being with me here. Bye, and all the best.
And now,